Freeze, Andrews Jones, come on in. Come on in. Oh, you guys do better than that. Robert Englund, come on in. Normally I usually do 2 or 3 questions to warm everything up. I'm making an assumption that nobody is here to see me, right? No. Absolutely not, and that's great because we're here for this great cast, right? Alright, so do we have somebody with a microphone? Do we have any microphones out there we can run around? Alright, well that's okay. Who has a question? I'll go one at a time. Alright, first one I see. Yes sir, right here. Yeah, you right here.
Okay, cool. Do I get a microphone? Say it out loud?
Just say it out loud.
All right, cool. That was, all right, first one. I'm the editor of 1428 Elm, and I feel like you should know that. Thank you very much. This is for Robert. We know that in New Nightmare, Freddy comes out into the real world. You know, he's amongst the people, if you will. If he was real and he wanted to kill this cast, if you will, how do you think Freddy would kill you?
Yeah. I mean, in reality now. Not
absolutely.
Me, not
absolutely.
My dreams.
In reality. No. It'd be in your dreams, but if it really happened to you.
Well, Freddy exploits something that's very personal and that you're afraid of, or he exploits a secret, or a specific fear. If you're afraid of bugs, he puts you in a roach motel. So, you know, Freddy's not walking around in an alley smoking a cigarette and gutting children. He's in their imagination, punishing them and literally scaring them to death. So with me, what am I afraid of? I used to be afraid of snakes. And then like any good horror actor, I did my giant snake movie and they gave me a python to play with, so I'm not afraid of snakes anymore. Let's see. I have that Alfred Hitchcock fear. I hate seeing a cop behind me on the freeway. So Freddy would probably turn into a police officer and just follow me forever until I had a heart attack.
Thank you.
All right. Before we move on to some other questions, why don't we start here and you guys tell us maybe about some of your upcoming projects that you have going on really quick.
Hey guys, yeah, if you just go to rickydeanlogan.com, you'll see all the great stuff that I got coming up. I've got a bunch of great shorts in the film festivals right now. Psychotherapy is one of them that I produce and I'm starring in. And we're winning all of the awards. I just got the Charlie Chaplin Award for Best Actor. Whoa, thank you, Robert. But yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of great stuff coming on. Just go check it out, and I just appreciate you guys being here, man. It's an awesome experience.
Hey y'all. My website, LisaEWilcox.com. You can see upcoming projects, appearances. Old clips from like MacGyver and stuff like that. So anyway, it's really actually pretty funny when I was at K on General Hospital. Anyway, but I do have some new exciting projects coming up, but one in particular I just got cast in a few days ago. It's called The Mansfield Killings, which happened in Ohio, Mansfield, Ohio, based on a true story that happened in 1948. So I've been cast as the mom, the wife, one of who is murdered and the director has optioned this author's book and 2 other books as well. Anyway, I'm going to have this opportunity to represent the family in this film, and it's probably what I'm most excited about. So, anyway, but this is the website. Okay. Thank you.
I want to. I have a CD that's coming out in about 5 days. I'm really excited about that. Doing a movie that I'm really proud of. It's called The Bloody Man, and really feel blessed to be in this project. Lisa's also in it with me, so that's going to be cool working with her again. I just have a lot going on, and it's always on my website, which is tuesdaynight.com, so if you can, visit there and you can catch up with me.
For those of you who don't know, my name is Mick Strawn, and I was the production designer on Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4 and the TV series. Our worst competition was ourselves. And this is Andrus's fault. He dragged me up here. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know that he ever... Great. Well, anyway, I have the Idaho Film Fest coming up, and I'm going to be doing several sequences of Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4 and explaining just what went horribly wrong.
Does this work?
Yeah. I also have a website, AmandaWyss.com, but I have a movie streaming on Amazon right now called The Id that's really creepy and and then I have a movie called The Sandman that premieres on the Sci-Fi Channel October 14th that Stan Lee executive produced, and I have a Bigfoot movie coming out called Big Legend in 2018, and I have a movie called The Orchard coming out in 2018, and a movie called Triggered coming out in 2018. And Lisa Wilcox and I did a really fun short about a serial killer called The Watcher of Park Avenue, and that's hitting the festival season next year, I think.
Good for you. I just sit at home, watch TV, and get pissed.
Brooke's been my crush since My Three Sons. Let's see, for all you gamers out there, Injustice 2's finally out. I can finally talk about it. I am the Scarecrow. Yes, that's me. I just finished playing the villain on the new animated series, Spy Kids. And I finally got to do something for Robert Rodriguez. I had to turn down a part on the El Rey version of Dusk Till Dawn, and I was just, haunted me that I couldn't work for Robert because I just think he's terrific. So I was able finally to make that connection, and I have a movie coming out October 20th on video on demand with Jason London from Dazed and Confused, and this is called the Night World, and it's kind of a strange, kind of relaxed ghost story. And I play a kind of contemporary Van Helsing character. I'm blind, and one of the portals to purgatory, there's 7 doors throughout the world, and one of them comes unsealed, and I get drafted back into action again to help Jason. So that'll be on video on demand October 20th. I starred with Lynn Shay in a sort of subset horror movie about, Lynn from Nightmare 1, she's the teacher, and of course, Lynn Shay from the Insidious franchise, she's the psychic. Wonderful, wonderful actress. And this movie you should see just for her work in it. It's called The Midnight Man, and it's in that same subset of horror as one I did several years ago called Urban Legend about the game you shouldn't play. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Played and survived, and now her granddaughter, who's taking care of her while she's infirm, also finds the game in the attic and plays it. We come to the rescue, baby. So there's that. That's out. The last showing is out. That's my movie with Finn Jones from Iron Fist and Game of Thrones, and I'm really proud of that. That's been out about a year now, but it's everywhere again. So check that out. Keeping busy, and The phone still rings, thank God.
Did anyone think it was weird to hear Robert say that he was helping Jason? My main thing, so do any of you, are any of you aware of the show I host called Radio 8 Ball? No. Good. Well, that's why I'm here to tell you. Radio 8 Ball is a musical divination show where we answer questions by picking songs at random and interpreting those randomly chosen songs as the answers to the questions, like picking musical tarot cards. I've been hosting it for like 20 years. We just got picked up by Dan Harmon's company, Feral Audio, which is very, very cool for us. And cool for you is to know that we recently recorded an episode, a Nightmare on Elm Street centric episode that featured all of the dead people from Nightmare 4, Tuesday, Toy, Brooke, and me. And we actually had our musical guest was John Easdale of the band Dramarama. And during the course of the show, we have, of course, had anything on the list. It came up as an answer to the question. We weren't going to tell you what the question, you'll have to tune in for that. But it was performed as a duet by Tuesday and John Easdale. So in the future, you have to look forward to being able to hear anything sung by John and Tuesday. And let me tell you, it's fucking awesome. So look forward to that Halloween week. And check out radio8ball.com. That's radio8ball.com. And thanks for coming out.
All right. What's happening, Lexington? My name's Robert Downey Jr. I'm just kidding. So I just have a baby girl. That's my latest awesome creation. Yeah, she is. She's prettiest kid on the West Coast right now. So I have a band called Victrola. My wife sings. I play the bass. Go check us out, victrolaband.com, or on Facebook. And then I also do stand-up comedy. If you guys follow me on Facebook, I'm called Hot Shit Hassle. Go check it out. It's pretty fun. And maybe I'll come to your city or wherever you guys live, and we'll try to make you laugh. Thank you. Thanks.
So I wrote a one-woman show called The Joe Show, and I got invited to do it off Broadway next month, October 19th. I produced it. It's being done by the United Solo Festival, so it's all just one-person shows. It's really an awesome festival. And doing it on October 19th. And actually, I play 29 characters, except Lisa Wilcox is in it a little bit. She plays my mom in some videos. It's awesome. So, yeah. You can get the tickets or through my website, joannemillette.com.
I'm Ronee Blakley, and I have a documentary coming out in which I'm interviewed and sing for a small section of a feature that's been picked up for theatrical release by the director J.B. Thorey, and it debuted at the Deauville Film Festival, and it just went to the Toronto Film Festival, and it has illustrious interviewees, the directors Paul Schrader, Bob Rafelson, Peter Bogdanovich, and they actually flew me back to Nashville and had me sing a song from Nashville and interviewed me there. Of course, many of those actors have gone, as is Wes Craven, of course. And this, the movie Nashville has been selected as one of the top 100 movies of all time, and is having a re-release by AFI in November, and a movie that I did called The Driver with Ryan O'Neal is having a re-release at the Egyptian Theater in October.
Hey guys, Miko Hughes. In between acting projects at the moment, but I've kind of been dabbling in cinematography. Nothing I'm really putting my name out there on just yet. Just kind of learning, getting my feet wet. But it's been fun. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to stay up to date, and I'll be posting some stuff coming up here in the next year, hopefully.
All right, let's take the questions. You ready? All right, I saw your hand first, and then we'll go over here. Yes, sir.
This is for Lisa and Robert. In 902-4, which is ultimately the best out of both series.
Yes.
You say, in your opinion, Alice was the worst nightmare for Freddy Krueger. We know Rick did that, with his awesome moves.
He cheated.
In your opinions, do you think that Alice was the worst nightmare for Freddy?
The only time I was ever hurt filming on a Nightmare on Elm Street film was filming with Lisa on Nightmare 5, the church sequence. And Lisa's double, Lisa and I rehearsed, and her double rehearsed. And I think had it been Lisa instead of her double, I would have been all right. But the double was doing other things, and when we came to shoot, she stood in for Lisa and raced down between the pews, and she was off her marks. And so in order to keep myself from stabbing her and probably preventing her from ever having children, I had the real claw on. I stabbed myself instead. So in those terms, yes, Lisa Wilcox is the most dangerous of all my leading ladies.
That's my sister.
All right. Next question, we have one right here. Next question? Yes.
I have a question for Robert Englund. 1992, NBC aired a show called Nightmare Cafe, and it got canceled because they said it was due to poor ratings. Do you ever think that they might revamp that?
Well, it wasn't really canceled because of poor ratings. We were made the sacrificial lamb for a wonderful, brilliant show that was dealing with historical racial issues called I'll Fly Away, starring Alfred Woodward and Sam Waterston. Well, they canceled that show too. So they actually lost 2 terrific shows. No, our ratings were in the 40s. We were solid in the 40s all the time.
Which would have been great.
Which these days means you're a hit.
Yeah.
No, I was real disappointed. I mean, Nancy, my wife, and I, we were literally looking, at houses in West Vancouver. We loved it up there so much. And I worked, the wonderful actor, Jack, I'm forgetting Jack's last name now.
Coleman.
What?
Jack Coleman?
No, what's Jack's name? Jack, Heroes, the star of Heroes. The father. Save the cheerleader, her father. Jack Coleman. Oh, I thought you said Holden. Jack Coleman, yeah. I'm sorry, I lost my ear here. Jack Coleman, terrific actor, and it was just great working with Jack and Lindsay Frost. Every week we had different guest stars on that show. It was kind of ahead of its time. To this day, people say it had the best front titles of any show they've ever seen. Obviously not better than Westworld anymore, but really good titles. And I mean, I got to work with Angela, just terrific actress, on that show. And you win a few, you lose a few, and that's one that I lost. And that's the show I became really close with Wes on. And a quick story, because our Wes is gone now, but that's when Wes really became my friend and not my boss. And I brought him over to the house one night, and we all got drunk and watched SNL. And it was the episode with the Head Wound Harriet sketch. And Wes peed his pants and laughed and fell off the couch like the big kid that he is inside. And he let me see him like that. He let me see him laughing hysterically at a silly sketch, at midnight, in Vancouver in my little funny apartment. And that's my memory that I keep looping of Wes, so I don't get too sad. I just lost Toby Hooper too. And I've done 5 movies with Toby. And these guys were friends and brilliant guys, and you could always call them. And we've lost 2 great talents there, almost back to back. Anyway, no, it'll never come back because it was Wes. It was conceived by Wes. Yeah, and Wes is gone.
All right, little man, right there, little guy. Yeah, can you scream it out? Yeah, you, sir, absolutely. Can you scream it out? What's your question? Now, what was it one more time, sir?
If the big dog takes a nap, I'll get him.
There you go. All right. I see a Freddy Krueger hat all the way in the back. Go ahead, stand up. Yes, what's your question?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you everybody for the hard work. But my question is, for my brother Robert, why do you ask me this question?
You can tone it down just a little.
How controversial it is. Do you consider Nightmare on Elm Street 2 in any part canon? Because it's never mentioned throughout the series. Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Do I consider it a what?
What?
Canon, part of the canon.
Oh yeah. I mean, we violated a rule. Joanne can maybe elaborate on this too. We violated a rule on that one. We took Freddy out of the dream. And I always hated it when I had to wrestle around with a girl. I mean, Freddy can like walk through walls and he has to wrestle around with one of his leading ladies. It's always, but I mean, I always sort of had that, I kind of made it a Beauty and the Beast thing, like maybe he liked it. But that was the rule we wrote, but there are absolutely seminal, iconic images and dialogue in that movie. And, you know, we dealt with, there's a sexual subtext in that film that was very ahead of its time. And I really think that that's one that Michael Bay and his people at Platinum Dunes should consider remaking, because I think now you could really play with that and make it about, you know, bullying. You know, the subject of bullying that we're all dealing with in society now. And I think it would be real interesting to remake that. And leave Freddy in the dream.
Yes.
You know, but some of Freddy's best lines are in that movie. I almost caught on fire walking out that hedge. That was really me. My stuntman got a line, and as we all know up here, you know, when you get your first, there's a point when you get a certain amount of words that you say as a non-union athlete, you get your union card. And the stuntman got his union card that night, and I love the guy. He was doubling me, you know, a lot of the fire stunts. So I did that fire stunt, you know, which was stupid because hours later, after we had to shut down in Pasadena because they don't let you work past 10 o'clock at night, I'm in the trailer alone with Kevin Yeager, and we couldn't get my makeup off. It had seared to me, yeah, because of the fire stunt. So we worked, it took us all night to get the makeup off, and it was way down, it melted into my ear, it was like crazy, yeah.